Ready, hot!
From the Opupco Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching an OU Update with Mike Baldwin. I'm Jenni Carlson. Mike, the NFL draft is upon us, and lots of Sooners look like they're going to get taken. Maybe not first-round guys. We'll talk about that in a second. But who are some of the guys that you could see going in maybe those early 2, 3, 4 round? Where do those guys? Who are those guys?
Well, I think Ronell Lewis and Ryan Broyles will probably go first. Jamel Fleming could sneak in there a little bit, but I think both of those guys are second-round guys. They could slip to the third. Remember, Thursday's first round only. Friday is rounds 2 and 3. Well, I think those two guys will go Friday night at some point. Jamel Fleming might go Friday night. There may be a couple other surprise Friday nights, but I think the rest of the group will probably go on Saturday.
Okay. What about it seems like it is a fairly decent sized group. We're talking maybe 6 to 8 guys that are going to get drafted. Those late round guys, any surprises there? You feel like maybe a guy that could make a roster, really help a team out?
The most interesting guy to me as far as where he might go is Donald Stevenson. We saw him give up some brutal sacks at times, make some stupid penalties. He got personal foul penalties. He would have some games you're like, wow, he's really good, and then he'd have some games he wasn't so good. Well, he had the best combine as far as just raw numbers, running, jumping, cone drills, all those things of any of the offensive linemen at the combine. So his stock supposedly is rising. I thought he may be a late pick. He may even sneak up in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. And then you got Travis Lewis, to me, is the most interesting story just because we heard him talk so many times about, just life, sports, everything. Dynamic, had the broken toe, definitely hurt his stock. One of those guys that's going to drop in the draft compared to if he had come out last year. But I'm starting to hear rumblings that he was so productive in college that maybe he's not going to fall as far as we thought he was, considering the kind of senior season he had, and his approach has been great. So those are two guys to keep an eye on that could move all over the board.
Yeah, even though they do have a fairly decent-sized group of guys, no first-rounders. I mean, we're almost assured of that, Mike. How rare is that for Oklahoma?
Well, for the last 5 years, which it is kind of rare because it's only happened one other time in the Stoops era. Remember, just a few years ago, they had number 1, 2, 4, and it was Bradford, McCoy, and you just go down the list. In the past, they've had Trent Williams, obviously Adrian Peterson. Go down the list. They've had a ton of first-round guys in Bob Stoops' era. But this will be the 4th time in 5 years that they haven't had a first-round pick. But this was a solid senior class. That's why they're a little short in numbers in spring ball this year, is because this was a big senior class with 6 or 7 guys that will probably go in the draft. So there's a lot of good talent. Guys going to earn paychecks, have a chance to have a solid NFL career. They don't have that top-shelf guy this year, but they have a lot of good quality players that will probably help NFL teams.
All right, thanks, Mike. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.